This is what I cooked and ate on a day when I have almost nothing in the fridge, I need to run to the grocery store and IKEA because I just moved, and as much as I may love it, I want to try and avoid eating a turkey sandwich on my bed on the floor for the third night in a row because I have no furniture. Wednesday, August 10th starts at 7 a.m. where I quickly get dressed and do a light 5-minute stretching routine consisting of lunges, balancing on each leg, and a child's pose for my tight hips. I also ripped my favorite pair of shorts this morning on a cabinet handle, put down some water before heading to the gym. At 7:45, I hit a quick 30-minute session with 4 major body movement, and honestly felt really weak because this is the first time I've been to the gym in like 3 weeks due to getting COVID, which shut me down. Then I went on vacation for a week and moved into this new place as soon as I got back. Done is better than perfect when it comes to the gym though, at least in my opinion. After the gym, at 8:30 a.m., I bought a $6 pour-over because I don't have my coffee set up at home, and worked for about an hour and 30 minutes using the Pomodoro method on Ali Abdaal's Write With Me video, which is a really great tool for getting shit done in a short time frame. At 10 a.m. on the way back home, I hit the grocery store where I loaded up on a lot of staple foods. When I don't have specific recipes I'm making, I keep it simple and pick up proteins, a bunch of produce options, carb sources, dairy, and then miscellaneous things like oils and spices that I know I can turn into a variety of meals. I also saw these ice pops and grabbed them too because they reminded me of my childhood days by the pool. I got home with the groceries around 10:56 and popped everything away into the fridge where I now can make much more than just turkey sandwiches. I also decided this fridge isn't really mine until it has some pickled onions in it, so I filled a container with 1 part vinegar, 1 part water, and some salt before setting that over medium heat. While that's going, I quickly sliced an onion as thin as possible, going root to stem. And since I made the onion video a couple months back, I actually started separating the quarters so I can get even finer and more uniform slices. After placing the pickled onions in the fridge where they will become vibrant pink, I realized my soap and shampoo came, so that means I don't need to take a plain water shower again. At 11:40 a.m., I lounged on my phone for around 10 minutes before starting lunch. I decided it was poblano con queso time, which is as simple as cutting a block of Monterey Jack cheese and shoving it inside a poblano with the top cut off and the seeds removed. Toss that onto a gas burner or under the broiler and just let it get toasty. Once nice and blackened, give it a rough chop into pieces and finish cooking this on a pan. I decided to add a sprinkle of garlic and cumin powder to them this time around and just let that cheese get nice and melty. Toss on the corn tortillas and flip them over so they can crisp on the bottom. I pulled them off, admire that nice crust on the bottom, and my tortillas kind of steamed together, so I just chopped them into pieces. Add the ever vibrant pickled onions, some hot sauce, and a little plain Greek yogurt with a chopstick because I don't have cutlery, and this is a very satisfying lunch that takes literally 10 minutes. Now before I clean up, I decided to pull out the chicken thighs and thin them out a bit with a knife and salt them. And I'll use some of these for dinner tonight and make something with the rest of them tomorrow, but salting proteins ahead of time is one of my favorite ways to jumpstart the cooking process. At 12:30 p.m., it's time to head to IKEA, the land of furniture, Swedish meatballs, and lingonberry ribs. Also, I don't know about you, but I get distracted in this place with its maze of cool things to see, but finally end up with my main item, a desk and a chair, so I can actually do some work at the new place. At 2:30 p.m., I got back, popped on some music, and got that table and chair set up. Definitely not the sturdiest, but it was cheap and will do the trick for now. I also got this modular organization rack thing, which I think will work pretty well for my sheet pans in the cabinet. At 3:54 p.m., I sat down to start editing this video on the new desk. I also ate some Greek yogurt with a knife that I found and finished off the crumbs of a tortilla chip bag. At 5:43 p.m., I lost motivation and laid down on this piece of cardboard, wishing I had got a couch at IKEA today as well. After my lounge, I started some rice for dinner and broke down some of that cardboard while that was going on. I also added a fresh bay leaf and some salt to the final 10 minutes of the rice to give it a little more pop in flavor. Next, I opened a can of tomatoes that I needed for dinner with kitchen shears. This is definitely dangerous and I do not recommend it. This video is also becoming me just realizing all the things that I still need. At 6:26 p.m., I had a pre-dinner snack of the greatest fruit, the sun-gold kiwi. Just chop it into quarters and you can eat it with the skin. For dinner, I decided on chicken karahi. I didn't quite have all the ingredients, but most of them. And a more traditional recipe is on my website, but this dish is so simple. Start by chopping up various aromatics. I'm using ginger, red onion, and serrano peppers. Then just cube the salted chicken from earlier into pieces. Add some oil to a wok over high heat and fry up the chicken. Once the chicken's cooked, toss in the aromatics for 30 seconds before plopping in 4 of those canned tomatoes and letting that thicken up into a sauce. I forgot to record all the spices I added, but just let that whole thing simmer down for about 10 minutes, and I decided to watch The Atom Project while making dinner, which was an alright movie. To serve, I only have 2 small bowls, so that's what I'm using. In goes the rice, then the chicken karahi, some fresh ginger and cilantro, before again, I'm eating with chopsticks because that's all I have. But halfway through, I do remember I have a serving spoon, so that helped clean up the rice. After clearing up the kitchen at 7:59 p.m., I transferred the rest of the footage from this afternoon, edited for another 45 minutes, and rewarded myself with some Twix Minis. At 9:01 p.m., I flopped onto my bed on the floor to lounge for a while before going to bed around 10:30. Fresh videos will be coming this fall once I get settled and set up, so be ready. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace, y'all.